Hi everyone, Dexter here. Today we're going to talk about fees involved when filing criminal cases. But before going into that, let me just share with you an incident that happened earlier today. And don't forget to hit the like button first. Okay, this is the incident. First, I'm going to introduce Ate Sita, the victim. Our witness, Ate Cindy, she's one of the maintenance personnel of Circuit Makati Ayala Mall. These are the security marshals of Circuit Makati Mall. Standing in front of the thief. He was apprehended already on this photo. And the closer photo of the thief. His name is Jimmy Jumangay. So while doing our usual routine, so jogging, then Ate Cindy, the one who passed by, then she was cleaning near Sita this time. And this thief, Jimmy Jumangay, was standing near Sita while Sita was busy taking our video. This thief was pretending he's with us, okay, and he's already planning to steal something from Sita, okay. Then he picked something inside Sita's bag, and that incident was witnessed by Ate Cindy. Okay, listen to the conversation of...
Uy, kuya, is yung cellphone. Aba, ito kuya.
So that was what happened. Okay, this thief stole Sita's cell phone. Okay, then Sita confronted the thief, and the thief returned the cell phone. Then by the time we got at Sita's place, the thief fled already, and after learning that incident, I immediately ran after the thief. Then one of the security marshals, the lady marshal, saw me chasing someone, and she asked me whom I'm chasing. And I told her that it's the salisi sa mandurukot. And she immediately called for backup. Before the thief got out of the Circuit Makati premises, he was apprehended by the other security marshals in the area. Okay, after we apprehended the thief, then the security marshals interrogated this thief. Then we brought the thief to the barangay hall of Carmona, Makati City. There, at the barangay hall, we learned that this thief committed lots of crimes already in his previous residence at Barangay Olympia, Makati City, so another adjacent barangay of Circuit Makati. I prepared 4 questions here to clarify issues on criminal cases. First question, how to file a criminal case? Second question, what crime was committed here? Third question, what is the penalty for this crime? And the fourth question is, how much bail bond should the accused need to post for his temporary release? I invited a guest who will answer properly these questions. And she is Assistant City Prosecutor Valerie Lavi Pelayo Ilagan. She's our special guest for today's video. and she's going to answer those 4 questions we prepared. Hey, Fiscal? First question, Fiscal. How to file a criminal case?
The victim of a crime or a felony must report the crime or the felony with the barangay or with the police. Then you must secure the barangay blotter and or the police blotter. Okay. If you want to file a formal criminal complaint, you must execute an affidavit. And if you have witnesses, the witnesses must also execute their respective affidavits. And then the complaint must be filed at the office of the city prosecutor where the crime was committed. Okay, so after the filing of the criminal case before the office of the city prosecutor, it will be raffled to the prosecutor, and then the prosecutor assigned to the case will issue a subpoena to the parties, which is the complainant and the respondent. And then the respondent will be given an opportunity to file his or her counter affidavit. And then after which, the fiscal or the prosecutor will resolve the case and determine whether or not there is a probable cause to charge the respondent with a crime charged against him or her. And then if there is probable cause, of course, the information will be prepared by the prosecutor, and then it will be correspondingly filed in the proper court. And on the other hand, if the prosecutor does not find any probable cause, the case will be dismissed. Okay, so now if the case or if the information is already filed in court, the judge will determine if there is a sufficient ground to file or to proceed with the criminal complaint, with the hearing of the criminal complaint. And then if the crime is bailable, the accused has the right to post the bail. Okay, otherwise, the accused will remain in prison or in detention while his case or her case is being heard. Okay.
Second question, Fiscal. What crime was committed here?
Well, considering that this person took Sita's phone and without consent on the part of Sita and without using any violence, threat, or intimidation, he can only be charged with a crime of theft. And clearly in the consummated stage, considering that he was already in full control of Sita's phone, as in fact, Sita just took the phone back from the person or this person, Jimmy Jumangay.
Third question, Fiscal. What is the penalty for this crime?
Well, it depends upon the corresponding value of the personal property, and in this case, the cell phone of Sita, which I think is valued at around 18,000 pesos. And if the cell phone is valued at 18,000 pesos, the penalty would be around, I think, prison correctional in its medium stage, which is, I think, minimum of 2 years up to a maximum of 4 years. I'm not really sure because I'm not a judge. So I think that's it. That's the estimate penalty.
Last question, Fiscal. How much bail bond should the accused need to post for his temporary release?
Oh well, according to the 2018 bail bond guide, the bail bond imposed on this kind of crime, which is theft, and valued at 18,000 pesos, is around 30,000. So the subject in this case, Jimmy Jumangay, if he wishes to post a bond, he must pay the amount of 30,000 pesos before the courts.
Okay, now we know the answers for these questions. Okay, thank you, Fiscal Ilagan. Now, I'm going to answer the last question. This one. So, are there court fees or legal fees which are required to be paid by the private complainant? It depends. OCA Circular Number 54-2018 issued to remind the lower courts which failed to collect fees in civil actions for the recovery of civil liability instituted with the criminal actions pursuant to paragraphs 3, 4, and 5 of Section 1, Rule 111 of the Revised Rules of Court, entitled Prosecution of Civil Action, which provide when the offended party seeks to enforce civil liability against the accused by way of moral, nominal, temperate, or exemplary damages, without specifying the amount thereof in the complaint or information, the filing fees therefore shall constitute a first lien on the judgment awarding such damages. Where the amount of damages other than actual is specified in the complaint or information, the corresponding filing fee shall be paid by the offended party upon the filing thereof in court. Except as otherwise provided in these rules, no filing fee shall be required for actual damages. So in this regard, all courts of courts are directed to collect the appropriate legal fees for the total sum claimed, excluding actual damages, for cases filed as follows. OCA Circular number 54-2018 mandates that no filing fee shall be required for actual damages. So this OCA Circular applies only to criminal cases aside from Batas Pambansa Bilang 22 or violation of BP 22 and estafa cases. So the rest of the criminal cases instituted with civil liabilities or civil actions, this circular applies. Okay? No filing fee shall be required for actual damages. So in this case, the thing that was stolen by the thief is the cell phone, and this cell phone valued at 18,000 pesos. So this is the actual damages if the victim failed to recover the cell phone. Okay, so if she's going to file the case praying for the payment of this amount, the actual value of the cell phone, which is 18,000 pesos, this would be the actual damages and there would be no legal fees or court fees. However, if the victim decided to claim for moral damages and or attorney's fees, if she wants to hire a private lawyer, so in this case she doesn't need to hire a private lawyer, so the fiscal or the prosecutor would be her counsel. Okay, but if she wants to hire a private lawyer and he wants to claim the amount she paid to the lawyer and claim for moral damages, assuming an amount of 50,000 pesos, this time there would be legal fees or court fees. Okay, and how to compute this 50,000? What is the legal fees for the amount of 50,000 other claims? So I'm going to show you. Okay, here is the Excel computation. Assuming we have 50,000 claims, so 20,000 pesos representing moral damages and 30,000 pesos representing attorney's fees. So no claim for litigation expenses. It's zero. Okay, and the subpoena, for serving subpoena for criminal cases, zero. Okay, no fee because the subpoena shall be sent through registered mail, not for personal service. If the party requested for personal service, then that's the time the party would be required to pay the 1,000 pesos or STF for the service of court processes. Okay, but the usual procedure, the subpoena is being sent through registered mail. The 50,000 pesos shall be computed pursuant to Section 8A. So the basis of the computation will be Section 8A of Rule 141. And these 50,000 pesos fall under number 2. So number 2, more than 20,000 pesos but not more than 100,000 pesos. The filing fee is 1,000 pesos, 300 for JDF and 700 for SAJ. So only 1,000 filing fee. And there would be LRF also 10 pesos, and of course mediation funds. Theft with civil liability is a mediatable criminal case. That's why there is a mediation fee of 500 pesos and the VCF of 5 pesos. So the total amount to be paid by the private complainant or the victim is 1,515. Okay, so we're clear about the computation of legal fees for theft with other claims aside from actual damages. Alright, before I end my video, let me just remind everyone to stay vigilant and be wary of your surroundings at all times so that this incident will be avoided. Don't forget to share this video to your friends and relatives. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.